Oh wow, this is so long since I've been sitting here in front of the camera and doing my makeup. I kind of missed it, but when I was like picking out all my makeup and like putting up the camera and such, I was like, wait, how do I usually start this kind of video? This was literally what I started my channel with, and I haven't been doing it for so long. I also have some good like little live updates and such that I wanted to tell you anyway, so I think this is perfect. But I've been so excited to film this. I don't know why. I just love sitting down and talking and doing my makeup. I'm first gonna go in with my Strobing Luminizer from Pony Effect. I have not been using this a lot these days, but let's get back into it. It gives such a nice like glowy little base to your makeup. I've been teasing about some really big life changes that's going on in my life, so I think this video is the perfect time to actually tell you guys what that is. I'm kind of nervous because it's a huge thing. Like, this is a huge step in my personal life, so, and like just a new era of, you know, places in your lives. So I'm kind of like, kind of excited. But let's first go on to the foundation. I'm using my ESPOIR Pro Tailor foundation these days because the weather is kind of cool and dry. This is the only foundation that doesn't really dry out my skin and look cracky on it. So let's see. I honestly don't really use a lot. Maybe around this much. Then I like to dab it like this. So the news. I told on Instagram, not on YouTube yet, so probably a lot of you guys haven't heard this, but I told my landlord that I am moving out of my apartment. I mean, it feels like I just moved in because I did so many changes to the house that it was only really finished after a few months after moving in. But I actually moved into this house March 2020. So that means in like a month and a half, my lease will be over. There are a few reasons why I'm moving out. Let me say some of the first reasons that made me decide to move out eventually was that this house is very long and narrow, as you guys probably can see in my videos. It has like the kitchen, and then the living room, and then the bedroom, and then the veranda. And then I only have a window at the very end of my apartment, which is the full wall of the veranda, which is the natural light that you see on me right now. And this, where I'm sitting right now on my bed, is the furthest that the natural sunlight goes into my house. So I was kind of tired of having like no sunlight in the rest of my house. And this is way better than my previous apartment, but still not enough and not optimal for filming and also when I'm working. Like usually when I'm editing a video, okay, let me go on to some concealer while I'm talking. This is the Dear Dahlia concealer. This is the lightest one, and I'm only using this underneath my eyes. When I am editing, I usually edit a full video in 2 or sometimes most often actually 1 day. So that means I'll be sitting for like 14 hours straight sometimes and just editing a video. And in this house, it's just dark. It's dark in all the way in the back where I put my computer. So I just feel like, you know what? Let's move. Here we go. The concealer that I'm using for the pimples is also the Dear Dahlia ones. These are honestly the best concealers ever, guys. And this is the second brightest color, so it's a bit darker. It's called LW2 in vanilla. And honestly, the second reason why I wanted to move was because I really want an actual office. Like somewhere where I can close the door and call that my office. Because right now, which a lot of you guys who are in quarantine can probably relate to, is like when you're home, you're also in your workspace or your school space. And so everything kind of floats together. And this is how I've been working for 2.5 years, guys. I know most of you guys are tired of working like this after only doing it for like 8 months or something. I'm definitely ready for an office. I also do know that this requires me to move out of Gangnam, because right now I'm living in Gangnam, and to get to the level of modernity modernness in the house. I have to go up in price quite a lot to be in Gangnam-gu. I feel like I'm ready now to go out of the places where the things are happening to get like a better house. So far I've not prioritized that. For the powder, I'm using the Too Cool for School Art Class by Rodin powder. I have been using this for literally over a year now and I like it. So if I like something, I'm not gonna change it, you know? I'm just setting the eyelids because this is where my concealer tends to crease. Then for contour, I'm using the same brand in the shading collection, and I recently just changed my shading powder from the darker version to the lighter version. So this is the lighter version. I just feel like it's way easier to blend into my really, really pale skin. But as soon as the summer comes and I'm hopefully gonna get a little bit of a tan, I'm gonna switch back. I'm taking a small brush and just putting this on my eyelids as well. This is kind of what I usually use as just the base shadow, just to give some definition to my eyelids. And then I'm using the same color just to blend in my nose a little bit here. I honestly usually just dab. So, the main reason, however, for moving house, I have not yet told you guys, but a lot of you have actually guessed it on Instagram. And it's because I am moving in with my boyfriend. I can't believe this is actually something that's happening. I don't know. I just feel very, very, very happy, and I'm in such a good place and I'm feeling so safe and just obviously madly in love, and so is he. And we had just been actually talking about it kind of ever since we met, which is, you know, kind of weird, I guess, to talk about that kind of thing, but we have always been very open with where we want to go and where we stand and what we are feeling. And yeah, this is something that both of us are ready to do. The relationship is not that old, guys, so it's kind of, I think, compared to what a lot of other people do, it's kind of quick that we have decided to do this, but still I feel like it's in a really appropriate time. And yeah, I just feel like this was meant to be. Yeah, we've actually already been out house hunting. We've been out house hunting for 2 days so far, and of course, like, I've filmed everything, guys. Yes, and there is coming a full video about house hunting and the different houses that we were seeing, and our thoughts and requirements and all of these things, and some tips for like you to go house hunting as well. Yeah. Well, let's just continue on to the eyebrows. I'm using my trusty that I've been using for so long, Pony Effect. This is like a slim Pony Effect Sharpening Brow Definer. I really like this one because it is so slim. I usually just brush up my eyebrows to see the shape. So as you can see here, what I usually do first is just mimicking some hair streaks here. I am gonna blend them out. It's just to get like more faded towards the middle kind of look. And then I'll go in and fill in the bottom line here. That got quite dark. That's not good. So yeah, we're moving in, and this is why it's such a big step, because this is the first time I have been living with, you know, a partner, and it's, yeah, obviously that means that it is on a way more serious kind of note than just, you know, dating around. And I just feel really ready for that, and I feel like I'm really actually craving that. As you guys know, like, I'm not that old, but I've been now since almost 4 years ago been kind of thrown into the adult world. First I started working in full-time in an accounting company where all of my friends suddenly were 10 years older than me, and it worked great. Like, I think all of this and also moving abroad just matured me in a really quick way. And so right now I just feel ready for things at a different pace than other people might do. Okay, there we have the eyebrows on. I always feel way less naked when I'm wearing my eyebrows. So excited to take you guys with me on this new journey in my life and this new chapter. I'm so excited. Moving on to blusher. This is a product that all of you guys ask me about when I'm showing my face where like there's obviously blusher on. I always use the dual palettes from DAHLIA. They kind of come in with an eyeshadow and then on the other side a cream-based shadow that usually you can use for blush or lips or whatever. I always use this for the blush. So pretty. This is called Forbidden Fig. Kind of a funny name. Also, another thing that you guys always ask me about on Instagram is why his face isn't showing. And it is not by his request, guys. It is just because I really want to take it slow online. I know that you guys who are in the comment section and watching my videos like that... Oh, I put too much on the nose. Anyways, it's gonna dull down a bit. But you guys who are like actively commenting and you know, communicating with me are super sweet and you're so lovely. So that's not really what I'm scared about. I'm more scared about like, you know, rumors and the gossip sites and such. So I just want to take it slow and kind of ease into it. He is actually super eager to help me with filming and with like doing something fun, like couple related online. He's really like, he really wants to help me, which I think is just so nice. He is gonna be shown someday, guys, especially now that we're moving in together. It's gonna be a little bit more on the channel. A new product that I have been loving is this little highlighter cushion from CLE. It's called Essence Moonlighter Cushion, and it is like a highlighting kind of cushion. It looks like this when you open it, pinkish highlighting. It is so beautiful to put on top of the blush for like this natural cheek highlighting effect. It's not super glittery, but it's kind of pearly, if you can see what I mean with that. It is so beautiful. Okay, plus it also adds some color, and I just love lots of cheek color. Can you guys see what I mean? It is time to move on a little bit to the eyes, and I want to do a little bit of a smoky wing today. So I'm first going to go in with some brown shades. This is from a new palette that I got from ETUDE. They used to be ETUDE House, didn't they? But now they changed their name to ETUDE. Just brown colors. I think I'm gonna go in with this one just for like a base brown color. What else is new? Yeah, I was gonna talk about some New Year's resolutions and like a 2020 wrap up, I think, of my 2020 New Year's resolution. But first, I think I should just mention, if you guys saw on my YouTube or on like my Instagram or such, my skincare brand Sind Beauty, we were relocating the manufacturer to Belgium, and we're actually almost finished with everything, and the products are being shipped to our warehouse soon. So by the end of this week, we will send your products out so that you guys can have them very soon. So yeah, that also means that by the end of the week, we will have a new batch of the botanical relief oil, and we're also in the process of producing more of the lavender dream oil cleanser. That's very exciting. So I have mentioned a few times about my 2020 New Year's resolution, which was to not look at the gossip websites, because like on those websites there's all sorts of weird rumors. Like, people literally have no life, and I feel like the people who are writing these things about me are watching all of my videos. So I don't know what is up with them. Like, if they hate me so much but they keep watching my videos, can you guys please get a life? But it broke my heart. Like, it's obviously very, very, very hurtful and mean what people are writing, and it's always super false, super mean, super vicious. They don't have any good intention, those kind of people. I just want to distance myself from them. I cannot close the mouth of these kind of people. They're just bored in their lives, I guess. But yeah, so I just said to myself, you know what? I'm only gonna feel so bad and hurtful every time I read this bullshit. So I'm not gonna read it. And that was my New Year's resolution for 2020. And I am very proud to say I have not clicked on those BS websites for a full year. And I'm not gonna do it now either. So I'm really proud of myself. I actually made a New Year's resolution come true. And yeah, I'm only gonna continue. It's made me a happier, more confident person. And I'm also starting to believe in the good in humanity again. Yay! So I'm just gonna go in over the little lighter brown color here that I have with the 3CE from the Style Nanda brand. Brown eyeshadow. This is called Chocolata. I'm using the angled little brush here so that I can really draw on a wing. But my 2021 New Year's resolution is a lot more business related, where the 2021 was a very personal kind of New Year's resolution, which has helped me a lot. I am ready to make some big plans about business. And in 2020 I got Scent Beauty, but in 2021 my main goal is to switch from my current E6 entertainment visa to a residency visa, because as I told you in one of my previous videos, I have lived here for 3 years as of September, and that makes me eligible enough to get the residency visa. I'm so excited. That means I can start a business here. I can do a lot more things freely. So obviously I have some really cool business ideas that I want to do. Thankfully, my boyfriend is a shark in online, like e-commerce business. He is so good at it. He's the owner of a startup company himself, and I'm just like so inspired by him every single day. And he is gonna be there for me when I'm starting a new business. And yeah, I'm just so thankful that I have that opportunity with him. So yeah, I really want to do that. I don't want to say too much about what I'm planning right now, because it's still on the drawing board and it's still something that's just an idea. My eyeliner is also from DAHLIA. This is a liquid eyeliner and it's in a brown color. I don't want to go black when my shadow is kind of brownish. I kind of want to keep it a little bit softer. It's so hard to talk while doing the eyeliner, guys. Now that the eyeliner is in, I just want to shade up the corners a little bit more with a dark eyeshadow again. This is the same 3CE as before. Just dabbing along the lines and dragging it at the top a bit here. The curler here is also from DAHLIA, as well as the mascara that I'm gonna use. I have so many things from DAHLIA, guys, but it's because I'm on their peer list. So every time they have new products, I am receiving that. There is something else that I really do want to say thank you for as well. And that is my 2 videos ago video where I was talking about my story of coming to Korea. And wow, the responses that I got in the comment section was just absolutely beautiful. I want to just say a huge thank you to everyone who has expressed their feelings to me revolving the situation of sexual assault. And I actually decided to share it because we have to speak up. And in these Me Too times, it is just so important that we are vocal about it. But it just broke my heart so much to see how many of you guys who has experienced something similar. If you're not feeling ready or able to come out about your situation, then my DMs and my comment section is always open, and it's always going to be only a place of love and support. I love our community, and I really hope that we can be there for each other like this. And I saw that we can. Like, you guys just came together in my comment section so much, and it made me feel very, very loved and very, very hugged, and I'm just so thankful to have you guys. I actually just remembered that I brought this one. This is a glitter-based eyeshadow, and this is also from DAHLIA. I want to just dab the inner corners of my eyes for some sparkle. I'm really feeling like it right now. So I'm just going to dab here. very lightly and spread it out with my fingers just so it's not so heavily concentrated glitter. Before I do my lips, I just also really want to answer a question that a lot of you guys asked on that video. And that was, why didn't I report him to the police when this whole sexual assault thing happened? And when this kind of thing happens in Korea, when a Korean guy does that against a foreign girl, women are to begin with not very favored in this country. That's just the truth. In the legal system, they are not, and foreigners especially not. So when this kind of thing happens, the only way that I could even have some attention to a case like that would be if I immediately went to the doctor, make them swoop me out and say that, you know, confirm that there is leftovers, you know. I'm talking about a general situation right here. If there's no leftovers, let's say the sexual assault was not through penetration, or let's say if the person was wearing a condom, there wouldn't be any proof, you know? It would be word against a word. But a female is not prioritized in this. I mean, obviously you're innocent until proven guilty, but it's a lost case. And just what it takes for someone who had just went through this kind of horrifying traumatizing experience to immediately go to the doctor and say, hey, that takes a lot. And so many people who experience this thing are not ready to do this kind of thing. They're so hit in the moment of the trauma that it's just gonna, going through all of this legal shit is just gonna make them even more traumatized. Especially that was how I felt. I could not, I just, it was way too much. So that's why I didn't do it. And the system sucks. Like, it sucks not only in Korea, but this is kind of how it is in a lot of places of the world. Like, thank God Denmark just got a consent law. Isn't it crazy that only a very few handful of countries actually have a consent law, meaning that in order to actually have legal sex, you have to have consent between each other, like verbal or written down or whatever, you know? If you don't have that, then it's rape, you know? Let's end this video on a more positive note, aka lipstick, because that is such an enjoyable thing. Everyone agrees with me on that one, right? So I'm gonna line my lips with this color from Dear Dahlia. I had it for a while. What is it called? Dusty Coral. Very beautiful pinkish color. Wow, it's been so long since I've had a full lip because of that mask. I'm probably gonna remove this because I'm gonna go out and actually get a tattoo today. Oh, I'm so excited! I'm going in over with the lipstick from Dear Dahlia called Kate in 809. Beautiful. A little trick to not get it on your teeth, guys, is to just... Now everything that would touch your teeth is on your finger. And there we have the final look of the makeup. I am really digging this. It's been so long since I've had this kind of feminine kind of look today. Thank you so much for listening to me rambling, and yeah, there's gonna be 2 videos out this week, so stay tuned for Saturday because I'm posting a really cozy video. Thank you guys for watching. See you on Saturday!